Hello? Hello? Fancy seeing you here? No. Hello? Hello, and welcome to Book of the Week. I have gone professional. I've gone and recorded myself a video, and I've even got myself an intro image. I think you must be pretty excited. I'll tell you what, I'm not actually that professional because I've got my phone resting on 2 Easter egg boxes, but it will do. A good workman never blames your tools, and I won't let that get in my way. So last week I reviewed a book, The 7 Spiritual Laws of Success by Deepak Chopra, and it was a good book and I enjoyed reading it. And after I'd done that little review, a few paragraphs, I thought, you know what, I don't like writing, and I thought that probably didn't serve any purpose really. Someone might have read it and thought, oh, that's good. So I thought, I'm going to record a video because I like to speak verbally than to write. So I thought if I can review my book and speak it verbally to you, then I'll probably get my message across better, and you hopefully will benefit from it. And in case you're thinking, why has Alan gone and recorded videos about books? I wanted to record videos about books because I wanted to get rid of that myth or that illusion that only geeks and nerds read books. Because you look at me, I am definitely not a geek and I'm definitely not a nerd, and I still read books. Probably about 5 years ago, I probably never read hardly any books, and any of the books I had read were, weren't very fulfilling, didn't really serve any purpose. They were just, mind-numbing nonsense. And I managed to pick up a book, and that book really got me started in reading personal development books and self-help style books. And ever since then, I've always loved it. And through various times in my life, I could go a little bit mad. Some people might know me, and I'll go off the rails and stuff. But over this last year, I've stopped drinking and stopped doing anything else, and I'm really on a mission to really grow myself spiritually and mentally and intellectually and anywhere I can. And the way I do that is by reading. And I thought, if I record this video, then I can commit to myself at least 1 book a week. In some weeks I might do another book, a couple of books, but I can at least do 1 book a week, which I will read and share back with other people. So that way, one, I'm going to at least read 52 books this year, and I'm also going to retain the knowledge more because I'm going to have to try and remember something in the book so I can share it back with you. But also, I really want to hopefully give some inspiration for someone else to go and start reading personal development style books, because there's so much knowledge and wisdom in books. It's unbelievable. And whatever it is you want to achieve, whether it's motivation or happiness or confidence or just knowledge around subjects, you can get that from books. And I tell you, I love it. And ever since I've started reading books, I won't ever go back. I can't sit down and just watch mind-numbing TV night after night. I really do like to put stuff in my brain that's going to serve a purpose and move me towards probably a happier existence. So this book, The Motivation Manifesto by Brendon Burchard. I'll tell you what, this book is like a poetic mosaic, work of art. It's beautiful, and the way it's written, every chapter and every paragraph is, I feel like I'm reading like a motivational speech. Every time I've read just a few chapters, just a few paragraphs sometimes, I'm just thinking, I just want to get up and go and do something, go and do something positive and fulfilling. And this book does that the whole way through, and it really is written in a nice poetic way, and it's amazing. And as you can probably tell by the title, it's related to help you get more motivation. And whether you think so or not, you need motivation to do anything. Whether you get up out of bed or even just to turn the TV over, you need motivation to do that. Or whether you want to start a business, get healthy, get fit. There's so many things you need motivation for, but they're all different varying degrees. And this book really helps you to transcend that level of motivation to something which is really going to, fulfill you. Because, so many times we sit there and we just live an unfulfilling existence because we just are not motivated to do anything. And this book really shows you the techniques and the tools that you need to do that. If you think about it, motivation, everyone thinks that motivation comes from an outside source. So you think that motivation is going to come from you from something else. So you might think, if something gets bad enough, you know, I'll get motivated, or if the right opportunity comes along, I'm going to get motivated. And this book really shows you that motivation comes from within. Motivation is man-made, and the real elite and the real the world-class, you know, the people who change the world, the inspiring people, realise that, and they don't let outside circumstances dictate their motivation. They really, you know, create that desire, that hunger, which will give them motivation. And one thing the book really starts off with letting you know is, you know, you're in control. You're in control of at least one thing that no one else can take away from you, and that's your mind. You control what you think. And when you control what you think, you control your emotions, and your emotions are your desires, and then you can fire up that emotion, which will fire up your desires, and then give you that real strong momentum and that motivation you need. And, you know, it really gets you to take responsibility from the start of that. What you think about, what you spend your time dwelling on, those are the things that are manifesting in your world. And if you're sitting, thinking, giving yourself self-talk or self-defeating and, you know, and really not very positive, you're not going to get any kind of emotional charge to go and do anything. And that's understandable. And I've been there. I've been in bed, depressed for weeks, and I can't even be bothered to get out of bed. And I can feel that emotional, you know, that flat emotional feeling where you don't want to do anything. And this book really gets you charged and really gets you can take control. The first thing is to control what you think about, and that's free. That doesn't cost anything. And once you get in to master those thoughts, you're going to then start to master your emotions. If you take like a moment to think about something that's really irritating you lately, or someone that's really annoyed you, or someone that has crossed the line with you and really, you know, not made you feel very good inside. You think about that. That's gonna, just those thoughts, it's not even happening, but just the thoughts alone are enough to bring you down and just to make you not want to do anything and feel like, you know what I mean. And when you actually decide to, you know, switch your thinking around and spend a few minutes to really lift your spirit up. Think about stuff that you feel fulfilled doing. Think about your children, or, you know, your wedding day, or think about some goals that you really want to achieve. Or think about the things you have achieved, whether you've run half a marathon, or you've, you know, helped raise a load of money for charity, or you've started a business and it's been successful. Think about those things, those accomplishments, and they are going to get you fulfilled and charged. And then you can really focus on the desired results that you want, and that will give you the emotion and the desire to go and do it, you know. So this book really starts off with getting you to take control of your mind, and then it goes more into how to maintain that motivation. Because, for instance, you get a lot of people say, oh, you know, I went and got myself a motivational book because I'm feeling unmotivated lately, or, you know, I've put on that motivational CD today because I'm not feeling very motivational. And the thing is, like, you wouldn't let your car run out of petrol before you topped it back up again. You know, you always keep the tank, try and keep it as full as you can, and that way you're going to always be motivated, you know. And it's like, you know, you want to be clean, so you have a bath, but, you know, I recommend that you bath more than just once, you know what I mean. If you want to stay really clean, you want to keep bathing and keep that up, you know, otherwise you're going to get dirty and horrible. And that's basically the same with your mindset or motivation. If you just give up anything that's going to motivate you and keep you going, you're just going to, you know, derail and, you know, lose that motivation. So the mid-section of the book really focuses on keeping that motivation going, and then later on it then goes into how to expand that motivation, to really supercharge you know, your desires, your emotions, but just how to get that motivation to the next level, you know. And it really inspires you. The words that are written in that book, the stories, and like I said, it's like a masterpiece. Some of those them chapters, they're just really brilliant. And like when you read them, like, I mean, I sit there and I'm reading it, and I'm like, you know, I'm getting there, and I want to start standing up at some bits, and I'm like talking it because I'm getting so into it, because it's the way he writes it. And that just shows you the power of being able to change the way you feel and get that motivation, because you're in control of that. I could just not bother picking this book up and sit at home and be depressed and blaming other people and blaming this and that for why I'm not motivated, why I'm not doing anything. And or I could take control, you know, by reading this stuff and taking the knowledge, right, and actually implementing it, taking action. Intention is not enough. Action is only enough. You can't intend to do something and not follow through with it. You must take action on what he teaches you. And then the book goes into the 9 declarations to claim your personal power. And these declarations are really aimed to give you a sense of well-being, to reclaim your life, to take responsibility and feel emotion. to feel good, to feel the, the blessings that you've got in your life. And it really, takes it to another level from what I've read before. This is really in-depth stuff, and stuff that, I could, just this book alone, if you was to read this book again and again and just use these 9 declarations to claim your personal power, as it says, you're going to feel in control. And when you're in control, you then can control your motivation. And I love it, it's just an amazing book. So I'm just going to leave it with that, really. This book just shows you how to take advantage of your mind and really use it for your potential, and not to sit there and just let your mind be decayed by the nonsense you see on the TV and the garbage in the newspapers and stuff like that. And it talks about that in there. If you want to take control, you need to fill your mind with positive stuff that's going to get you charged and ready for life, and also really gets you a sense that anything is possible. And I believe that. I believe that anyone can achieve anything. And all the greatest people out there who've achieved stuff, they're just people. They're only the same as you and I. There's nothing different about them. All they've done is they've took control, took responsibility, and they've made it a conscious effort to daily do the things that are needed to keep them motivated and keep moving forward towards their goals. And if you're serious about, just living a more fulfilling life, you don't necessarily need to want to go out and make £1 million, but if you just want to go out and make your life more fulfilling and more passionate and have a definite purpose in what you do, then this book is for you. I didn't intend for that to rhyme, but it came out that way. So there you go, the Motivation Manifesto by Brendon Burchard. If you want some motivation, get it. If you don't bother. Alright, this book of the week is... Next one coming up is, I'm going to do Ann Summers' Kama Sutra. I thought I could learn some moves or two. I'm joking. Whose is this? I'm not having that one. I'm going for this one. This one is called Beyond Positive Thinking by Dr. Robert Anthony. And you know what? I've actually read this book before a few years ago, and I can't actually really remember what it was about. So, I thought I'd take this book on again, and as I said, because I'm getting to share it back with you, I know that I will retain some more of the information. And by doing this each week, I'm going to keep fulfilling my mind with the stuff that I need to go out there and live a more fulfilling life. And if anyone out there, feel that there's more to life than what they're just doing, believe there is definitely more to life than most people know, and you've got more power in your life and more control than you ever believed possible. And the more you read these type of books, self-help, personal development books, you'll realise, you can reclaim that power and actually do something with your life. Don't fulfil someone else's dreams, fulfil your own dreams, and it's just something I always believe in. I believe that anyone's capable of doing anything, and I can see that the potential is being wasted, and I've wasted a lot of my potential, and I'm sure a lot of other people have. But it's never too late. It's never too late to get up and say, I'm going to do something about it. And that's why I'm sharing these books with you, in the aim to really give some value to other people, but at the same time is to just make sure I commit to reading enough knowledge and information that's going to serve my purpose and move me towards my my purpose in life. So there you go. Next week, Beyond Positive Thinking. Keep an eye out for it. If you like this video, share it, like it, put a comment on it. And if you don't watch it. Go and watch a video about a cat doing nice things. That might make you feel happy, but in the long term, that's all it is. A cat doing funny things. So there you have it. My book of the week, and I will speak to you soon. Adios.